Hello students, welcome to online class. Today we will discuss about computer networking part 2. First video we have uploaded where we have discussed about what is computer networking, advantage and disadvantage and communication medium and transmission channel. Today we will discuss about rest of the part. So follow up. First, we need to learn about the structure of a network. The geometrical arrangement of computer resources, network devices, along with communication channel is known as network structure or network topology. Topology can be physical or logical. Physical topology, physical layout of nodes and cables in the network. Logical topology, the way information flows between different components. Types of physical network topologies are bus topology, star topology, ring topology, mesh topology, tree topology, and hybrid topology. These are the topologies available at present for physical network. Now first we will discuss about bus topology. Nodes are connected through a common communication media like diagram given below. Here you can see the communication media, and then here you can follow up the node one by one. That means in case of bus topology, all the nodes, that means the computers can be able to connect with a common bus. Advantage of a bus topology, it is easy to install, minimal cable required, but some disadvantages are also there. Difficult reconnection, difficult to find the problem, difficult to add new devices, break stop all transmission of data. That means the disadvantages are difficult to reconnection. That means at the time of establish a bus topology, whatever the computers you have fixed, that will be the final. In future, if you want to upgrade your system, that time it will create a problem. Difficult to find the problem at the time of working through a bus topology. If any node or device is not working properly, at that time it is very difficult to find out and sort out the problem. Difficult to add a new device, as I said before. Break stops all transmission of data. In case of this bus topology, any of the system is not working properly, then it will hamper the entire system. Our next option is star topology. The star topology uses a separate cable for each mode or workstation. The cable connects the node to a central device, typically a hub. Advantages of star topology: less expensive than the mesh topology, easy to install, easy to configure. If one link fail, then the network can still function. That means over here, in case of star topology, we will have a central computer on the node which will perform as a workstation. So in this case, any of the node or the connected device unable to perform, then also the rest of the system can work peacefully. Now, disadvantage of a star topology, everything depends on the hub. That is the most important point. In case of star topology, the main computer or the workstation actually playing the important role. It is actually the main device which is controlling the entire system. So in case of any problem arise for this computer, then the system can be hampered or damaged. Next option is ring topology. In ring topology, every computer is connected to the next computer in the ring, and each transmit the signal what it received from the previous computer. The messages flows around the ring in one direction. That means over here, in case of ring topology, each and every computer is connected with its left hand and right hand side computer. That's why in this case, it is actually going to make a circle. That means a ring. Advantages of ring topology: it is very easy to install, easy to reconfigure, easy to detect a problem. These are the advantage of a ring topology. Now the disadvantage: break means the whole system is dead. As I said before, one computer is connected to its left and right hand side computer. If any of the computer is not working properly, then the entire system is going to be break. The system unable to move for the next step. So in this case, ring topology will break the entire system. Now our next option is mesh topology. In mesh topology, separate cable is used to connect each device to every other device on the network. providing a straight communication path. Advantages of mesh topology: avoid traffic since each link can carry its own data and none are being shared. If one link breaks, the rest of the network is still functional. Easy to detect a problem in the network by discovering which device is having problems and examining the link that connects to it. Disadvantages of a mesh topologies are a lot of cable needed. Basically, when each and every computer is going to connect with a single and individual wire, that means you need to have lots of cable. Too many cables means too much cost. Quite natural when we need to connect the computer through individual cable, so that means you need to buy individual cable, and in that case you need to pay some extra money. Too much cable means complex network. So when you are having too much cable, so in case of any problem, so that time it is very problematic for us to find out the error. Next option is our tree topology, in which a central root or the node is connected to one or more other nodes that are one level or lower in the hierarchy. Advantages of the tree topology: it is scalable, easier fault identification and isolation. Disadvantages of a tree topology: maintenance of the network may be an issue when the network spans a great area. If the backbone fails, the entire network is crippled. Hybrid topology: it uses a combination of any two or more topologies in such a way that the resulting network does not exhibit one of the standard topologies like bus, star, ring, etc. Types of network: these types of network actually we are making on the basis of geographical area. So number one, that is the personal area network, PAN. It communicates between two or three mobile devices or PC for the personal purpose. Second one, local area network, limited area within a building. Metropolitan area network, it's limited within a city. Wide area within multiple city, state or country. Now PAN, it is actually meaning personal area network, spread in the proximity of an individual, cover an area of a few meter radius, set up using guided media or USB cable or unguided media like Bluetooth, infrared, owned, controlled and managed by a single person. Example, a network of device such as computer, phone, MP3, MP4 player, camera, transferring songs from one cell phone to another is a PAN of two phones. Transferring files from PC to an MP3 player is a PAN between the two. So these are the common example of PAN. After PAN, we are having LAN. So LAN are the most frequently used discussed network. It is one of the most common, one of the simplest type of network. It is designed for small physical areas such as an office, group of buildings. Any of the different types of topologies can be used to design LAN like star, ring, bus, tree, etc. Characteristics of LAN: private networks means no need of regulatory control, operate at relatively high speed. Ethernet, token ring, etc. type media access control are used. Connects computers in a single building, block or campus. Our next option is advantages of LAN. Resource sharing. LAN basically we are using to share our resource and the file. Software application sharing. We can easily share our application file and the program and the software also. Easy and cheap communication compared to other network. This is one of the most easiest and cheap communication system. Centralized data. Over here in case of LAN, all the data and the information actually maintained in centralized way. Data security: when it is local, so the data is actually secured among us only. Internet sharing through LAN, internet sharing options are also available. Disadvantages of LAN: high setup cost. That means over here in case of LAN, the cost slightly higher than the other network system. Privacy violation: though it is actually among us, but still in some case among us, if any problem is there, then our privacy can be violated. Data security threat: in case of LAN, if any of the computer is getting affected by a virus and all, then our data can be insecure. LAN maintenance job: so in case of LAN, we need to maintain it, and for that reason we need to have a specialized person who can maintain this. Covers limited area: this is one of the biggest problem in case of LAN. Basically it restricted to a building to building or one floor to floor or room to room, cannot in huge area, it cannot cover a huge area. Examples: a network, office building, school or home. Sometimes one building can contain a few small LAN, like some school have independent LAN in each computer lab. Next option is our MAN, that is Metropolitan Area Network. It's spread within a city, cover an area of a few kilometers to a few hundred kilometers radius, set up using all types of all guided and unguided media, owned and operated by a government body or a large corporation. Examples: a network of schools or bank or government offices, etc. Within a city, a MAN is usually formed by interconnecting a number of LAN and individual computers. The next option is WAN, that is wide area network, slightly more complex than a LAN, and a WAN connects computer across larger physical distance. The internet is the most basic example of WAN, connecting all computers together around the world. Because of a WAN's vast reach, it is typically owned and maintained by any single person or owner. Characteristics of WAN: covers large distances like state, countries, and continents. Communication medium like satellite, public telephone, network, etc., and routers are used to establish connection. Examples: a network of ATM, bank, national government offices, international organizations office spread over a country, continent, or covering many countries. Advantages of WAN: long distance business can connect on the one network, share software and resources, messages can be sent very quickly to wide range of nodes, hardware devices can be shared. Disadvantages of WAN: needs a global firewall to restrict unauthorized access. Setting up a network can be an expensive, slow, and complicated. Maintaining a network is a full-time job. Security is a major issue when many different people have the ability to use the information. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of WAN. Now our next point is network layout. The plan or design or arrangement of network wings and nodes to be laid out is known as network layout. A good network layout provides the following features: communication speed, file sharing, backup and rollback is easy, software and hardware sharing, security, scalability, and reliability. These are the characteristics of a good network layout. How to decide a network layout? The network layout can be based which provide less installation and maintenance cost as well as easy installation and maintenance. It is only possible when it is properly designed with shortest cable length and fulfill our network requirements. Now here we will see an example of how to decide a network layout. Freya Tech Corporation is a professional consultancy company. The company is planning to set up their new office in India with its hub at Udaipur. As a network advisor, you have to understand their requirement and suggest them the best networking layout. Now here you can see their requirement. They are having three blocks. One is human resource, conference, and finance block. Now the distance of this one block to another. Human resource to conference is 110 meter. Human resource to finance is 40, and from conference to finance is 80 meter. How to decide the network layout? So after considering this distance, now see this possible bus topologies: human resource, conference, and finance, that is 110 plus 80, 190 meter. Conference, then finance, then human resource, that is 80 plus 40, 120 meter. finance, human resource, and conference. Altogether, it is 40 plus 110, 150 meter. All can be arranged in round robin manner. Ring topology will be discarded as it will increase the cable length. Now, how to decide the network layout? So, as we discuss about the distance and all, after that, possibility of star topology. Just follow this. In case of human resource, 110 plus 40, it will make 150 meter, because in case of human resource, it is going to connect with conference and finance. Then in case of finance to conference and finance to human resource, it will be 80 plus 40 makes 120. And then from conference to finance and from conference to human resource, it will be 80 plus 110, that means 190. So that means 120 is the lowest one. So here the best layout is from finance to conference and finance to human resource, and it require minimum cable length. So tree topology will be also the same due to only three blocks are here. Now, how to decide the server location? That means where to set the server. Expected number of computers to be in each block. So in human resource 25, finance is 120, and conference is 90. Server location can be decided by seeing the number of computer or nodes required in each block of network. Server must be installed at the wing or block with maximum number of computers due to maximum load requirement of the services in that block in the whole network. So in the above example, server can be installed at finance block because 120 computers are there. Now the next option is what? How to decide repeater location. We need a repeater when the total length of a signal span of network cable exceeds 100 meter, that means twisted pair. We need a repeater when the total length of a single span of network cable exceeds 500 meter. That time we can use coaxial cable. Maximum distance of a fiber optic link can be 80 to 100 kilometer, but it depends on varying factors like the bit rate and the quality of the splices and the total attenuation of distance. It also depends on the power of the transmitter and receiver quality. Satellite link is required when network blocks or the wings are too much far from each other, when where installation of cable is hard. For data security, firewall can be installed in the network. For economic internet connection, dial-up internet connection would be preferred, but for faster internet broadband, internet connection would be preferred. Now, how to decide hub or switch location? The answer is always switch when we can afford it. A hub is always half duplex and simply act as a repeater. The resulting packet collision, even with only two devices, will make it slower than simply using a cable, whereas a switch intelligently directs traffic based on the Ethernet address and is full duplex, resulting in full speed between any devices on the network at the same time. In general sense, hub or switch any device can be installed where there are more than one computer in a wing or block. Thank you for watching my video. Please enjoy the video, watch it and like it. Thank you.